Coach Cavin Johnson on the losing side and out of the Nedbank Cup competition. Members of the media are here to engage you, but first give us a summary version of what happened in this game.
Evening, guys. I know it's late, but yeah, not a good day at the office for Kaizer Chiefs. I thought we had probably 89% possession of the game. Played against a team that sat back the whole game, and from the first whistle, I thought the whole game we had definitely 4 clear chances beside the other 15 that could have gone in, but the 4 was very clear, and we also gone and missed a penalty. So when you think about the game and you think about the time when we should have scored, I think in the first 15 minutes we had 2 clear chances. We don't put it away, and towards the end of the first half we have a penalty and we don't score that. I think there's 2 minutes or 3 minutes left to go, and we get a penalty and we don't score that. And then the start of the extra time, we have a good chance where we don't score that. But there's so many moments in the game that we don't score the goal and we don't dominate the opponent correctly, and we lose the game on penalties. But like they always say, you try and score, or you try and play until the fat lady sings, and today she sang for the opposition. So unlucky for Kaizer Chiefs. We know it's not a good pill to swallow now, because we made sure we wanted to maintain our record in this particular cup, and not to be. We're going to have to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves, and play for the league and play as hard as we can, because if I invited you into my change room now, you would see a lot of sad boys.
Thank you, Coach. On that note, members of the media, we're going to time it for 10 minutes. Try as much as possible to hit straight into questions so that we can allow as many questions as possible. Arab, let's go for it quick.
Good evening, Coach. I'm Kimber from the result, Pasha Supersport. Coach, what went wrong? What exactly was the challenge for you not to win the match? And secondly, the debut of Mfundo Vilakazi, your thoughts on it?
No, look, I don't think there were so many moments that we had to score the goal, and just the wrong technique at the wrong time. Was a case of most of them. We hit the crossbar, we hit the upright, and you can't do anything as far as that is concerned. And I thought Mfundo came and he did quite well for a young player who came on, and I put him on a really pressure game. I thought he did well. I didn't think he lost the ball, and so he's got a bright future with Kaizer Chiefs. Unfortunately today, he was not able to show his real qualities, which I thought would have come if we scored the goal. Then you would have seen really how good he is to move the ball. But he did very well for me.
Yes, thank you. Coach, early on the results, during the week you had spoken about being the first one to try and end the trophy drought. 9-year trophy drought achieves what it's not happening now. To the fans who've been patient, what is your word to them now, and what becomes of the last 4 months of the season for Chiefs?
Yeah, you got to apologize to them, the 16 million supporters that we have, and I'm sure they will be able to see, or they've seen the game on television. It's not that we allowed the team to come at us, or they never had a shot at goal, I think, but we tried the best we could in order to get as far as we could with this particular tournament, and with the trophy drought being as it is at the moment. Yeah, now we've lost it. So the only thing we can do is repay back the people by playing properly in the league.
Coach Livingstone from Whiskey Times. There's a general opinion that some good talented players are joining the club and they either not performing or regressing in performance. Why is that happening? Because a lot of the times we hear it's the weight of the shirt and things like that, but it's become all too common. Score 18 goals at the previous club, here you can't score, that type of thing.
Look, I think whoever you're talking about, in general, whoever comes to Kaizer Chiefs, this is a big institution, and I think it's important as a player that's outside. You've got to analyze where you're going to and why you're signing for this club, and that's what's important. If you come from a younger club or a smaller club, we're going to get into the business whereby we expect whoever's in the club to analyze the position he plays, to analyze what he has to do for this club in order to maintain the history that we have. Does that answer? A little bit?
Thank
Okay.
you, Coach.
Coach, good evening, Coach. You rightfully said you played against the young team that sat back, and I just wanted to help me on the tactical change of bringing in Nobo and Solomon whilst you didn't have any pressure.
Nobo was particularly to bring him in. I thought of bringing in Nobo and going with the back three because Dove's got a nice left foot and Happy he wasn't 100%. Happy hasn't played a full game in a long time, and today we asked him to play 90 minutes. The same with Zita. He was going, but he complained, Coach, it's better if you bring someone on, and I like that about my players. When they are honest to themselves to say, you know what, I know I can go, but if you bring on fresh legs, then we will be better. And that was all that the changes we made was only to bring on fresh legs, and knowing Dylan, how he goes down the line, I thought he could do a good job for us. He did go back. He did go up and down a few times, and maybe not enough times, but he did go up and down, and we did get one or two crosses from him. And the same with Dove. We brought Dove in on the other side so that we started playing with more or less three at the back, if you looked at it. So those were the reasons. It was not anything tactical, but it was physically to give us more power going forward. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Good evening, Coach. Coach, football for managers is by and large about reputations and stuff like that. And you pretty much have a good reputation. But I just want to check that an embarrassing result like this, you are not concerned that it may maybe for you individually, in a way, damage your reputation so far. Reputation.
It's a tricky one, eh? I've lost I've lost other games also like this, and yes, I don't think it will damage my reputation when you see the way the team played. I think it's the way the team played that is good. I would maybe say yes, it will damage my reputation if we did not attack and we did not attempt to score goals and the ball didn't go in the net, and we made tactical blunders and tactical errors. Then maybe my reputation would be at stake, because I made a complete wrong mistake. If I played not with defenders, I put Gonzalez as a defender and those type of things, and made dumb things on the pitch, maybe then my reputation would be at stake. But I thought we did well, and I think my reputation is still intact, even though I lose with a big team like Kaizer Chiefs.
Coach, I'd like to ask Coach, the results. I think that playing against the team from the Principal League, knowing that they are not in that Premier Soccer League, is penalties something you had anticipated, and is it something that you worked on throughout the week in order to build up to this game?
If you, no matter who you are, no matter what team you are, if you play in this competition and you don't prepare for penalties, then the bosses of the club should fire you. So we do all that. We prepare to take penalties, and on the day, penalties are always a lotto. Sometimes you score, sometimes you miss. And if I tell you the 5 penalty takers that were kicking penalties today in our training sessions for the last week, they've been the best. I wish I could put Biza on the pitch to score the penalty. Then you'd see even better. But they were the best. And on the day, someone misses or someone kicks wrong, you can't fault him for that. It's what football does for you. And especially at the stadium, especially behind, with a crowd behind them. So we have to practice them.
Last one.
Coach, obviously this result is not going to be taken in isolation, and it's quite a number of results that contributed in the club going now for 9 years without a trophy. What needs to happen to turn things around and to return Chiefs to where they used to be?
As the coach now, yeah. Do I have to take the 9 years on my shoulders? That's a lot of years. So I'll be 95.
It's another year on top of.
Thank you, Vela, for reminding me. I think we need to, as a technical group and as a group of players, that some of them probably have longer contracts than I have, and we have to do proper inspection on what we have to do going forward in order to make it a better season, to finish the season at the high, so that we can show the people and the public and the media as to what we are doing in order to change it. I don't know. I think in the last few games while I've been here, maybe the play has gone a little bit different. I don't know. You guys can tell me. And we're building. So, yeah. 10 years, right, Vele?
9.
You said 9 plus 1.
I was saying on top of the 9, not on the 8 plus 1, so it's 9.
So it's 9.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Minus 1.